Well, folks, are you having a good time?
I wouldn't have missed this for anything.
Good.
Have a drink?
No, thanks. Not just now. Tom, Mrs. Fay has the cutest little Pomeranian upstairs. Would you like to see it?
I'm looking at Pomeranian.
Well, Bessie, why don't you take your boyfriend and show him the house? How about it, Jerry?
Well, it's okay with me.
We'll find some cozy little corners.
Oh.
We hope is right. That's a great idea. Come on, George. I'll show you the guest room.
Boy, I'm glad they left. Not very long.
I hope they stay a while.
That, at its best under the circumstances. Syphilis is a relentless enemy, and only constant and courageous fighting will conquer. Now, this boy at home, do you love him?
Oh, yes.
Then you must be fair to him.
Oh, there isn't anything I wouldn't do to prove myself to. We grew up together. It was all so beautiful until this dreadful thing happened.
Miss Hamilton, your character doesn't indicate why you should be in this mess. What happened? Tell me everything.
Well, I won a beauty contest at home, and I came to New York.
I know you'll think me a little selfish, but I can't help feeling a little sorry that you won this contest.
Oh, but darling, you know how I feel about it. Why, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Why, just think, going to New York.
Oh, I'm pleased that you're happy. But, well, I'm afraid that if you go, it'll upset our plans. Oh, but, darling, you wouldn't let that happen, would you?
Oh, nothing could stop me from marrying you. You see, I love you. And besides, I may come famous, and well, then you could come on and we could get married, and both of us live happily ever after.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, it's just the usual sort of a story, I suppose. After the contest was over, I thought of all the wonderful things a girl ever dreams about. Fame and fortune and luxury. Oh, but I found myself walking from office to office. I was broke. My pride would not let me return home. You see, I'd written that I was successful. I could find parties, but no positions. And then one day I met a theatrical manager.
You know, a girl like you has to unbend a little. After all, you haven't had much experience.
Oh, but I'm willing to do anything. Well, I'm ambitious. Oh, why don't you give me a chance?
I'm offering you a chance right now. Here we're arranging a lovely weekend out at Long Island. You'll have a swell time and make some good connections.
Well, must there always be a social side to this business?
Well, there must be if you expect to get anywhere. Oh, you won't have to do anything wrong. Just be nice and entertaining. Stand up a moment, will you, please? I want to see how you shape up. That's right. Now, walk a little towards the door, will you? Yeah, that's right. Now come back this way. Right. Now raise them up a little. Oh, don't mind me. I just want to see if you're the right type. Well, oh, come on, bring him up. Bring him up a little higher. Up. That's it. Say, you're going to be okay, honey. You know, I kind of like you myself. All right. Have it your own way. Only cut out the risky stuff, see? Now, here's the address that you go to.
Oh, thank you so much. There was nothing else to do. I just had to have a job. Oh, there were lots of people there, and Everything seemed very proper until...
She dances divinely, doesn't she, Senorita?
Oh, lovely, senor. Oh, and how do you like my Spanish?
Well, it's much better than mine. See, I know such few words.
Oh, but we must keep in the atmosphere. After all, this is a costume party, you know. Oh, it's so beautiful. The night. The music.
And you to make the night divine.
Oh, how I long for all this. A career. To realize it. Luxury. Oh, I've dreamed of success. To have all this.
Oh, you could have all of this and more if only you would make up your mind to.
Oh, but I want to make a name myself. Oh, I don't care how hard I'd have to work. It would be worth it.
Work was never meant for such beautiful little hands as yours. Oh, Senorita, you could have all of this and more. You could have wealth, luxury, beautiful clothes, servants.
Oh, but I couldn't. You don't mean...
Why don't you let me put your name at the top of the show world? You could have all of this if only you'd let me.
Oh, I'd be so grateful. Oh, it's nice to have someone interested in you. Oh, but you will help me.
My power to help you at all times, to help you in your ambitions, to get this and more. Let us seal our friendship with wine, sparkling, bright, gorgeous, enchanting. It rids the mind of worry, fills the soul with hope.
I suppose you're right. I never tried it.
To us.
It fascinated me, and partly because I was so terribly desperate. That night there was a wild party. I drank some champagne and it went to my head. And then it happened. I gave myself to him.
And how long did you stay with this man?
Several days, I'm not sure. Oh, it all seemed sort of a terrible dream. And then he left me. I was all alone. Finally, the horrible truth dawned upon me. I was afraid and unclean. I needed money for medical attention. I even planned suicide, but it's because I knew my plight would be known at home. I determined to go on.
And you got the job?
In the burlesque show. It was the only job offered. That's my whole story, Doctor. I've omitted nothing.
And was this your only mistake?
Oh, yes. Would to God that I hadn't.
There, my child. I'll do all I can. Your case, if arrested at once, can be cured. But you must do your part. Now, about this boy. Of course, it's impossible for you to marry him at present. The hospital with me, and I'll show you why.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but regulations require hospital clothes. Come with me.
Now, this case is a young woman who neglected to take proper care of her affliction. Statistics prove that less than 1/2 of syphilis cases seek treatment or are recognized within the first year of the disease. Here we see the insidious effect of syphilis upon once dainty fingers, hands that rock the cradle, now pleading for humanity's help. For a plague it is that attacks every nerve center, every organ, and every muscle of the human body. Those in the autumn of their lives left to brood over the folly of ignorance and neglect. Full of it, Millicent, until I change my clothes. Now, I've shown you the worst side, Miss Hammond, but there's also a hope. I want you to let me treat you daily for a short time, say 1 month, here in the hospital. And then when I'm convinced you're progressing, you may leave and go home.
You mean I'll be free to marry?
Marry? Not yet. But if you continue to take the treatment faithfully from a competent physician at home, in time you'll be cured.
Oh, but, Doctor, then everyone would know.
Then go to a nearby city. There are very many fine doctors, and you could visit him at least once a week. But I must advise you against quacks, unscrupulous doctors who promise you complete health and only prolong your case. They exact heavy fees, and all your good work thus far will be lost. In any event, you are not to marry until you're definitely cured. I know it sounds harsh, but we're dealing with a ruthless foe.
I understand, Doctor. And I'll do everything you say.
That's fine. Now write home that you'll be detained just a little longer. Keep your courage and it'll turn out well.
Dr. Hampton, I don't believe people should be ignorant of sex. On the contrary, I believe that the horrible facts concerning the ravages of social diseases will frighten rather than encourage promiscuous relations. Then, on the other hand, if we teach them the beauty of a healthful, normal marriage, the spiritual satisfaction of rearing children, we shall have accomplished our aim. And our younger men and women will soon find themselves fit for the glorious state of God-given matrimony.
I believe you're right, Mr. Lorenz. The prudish eluding of the facts of life are fast undermining our national health. The latest official statistics prove that 1 out of every 10 are afflicted with a social disease. Unless this is checked through education and drastic treatment, humanity is bound to return to the dark ages of despair.
Do you feel equal to the trip?
Oh, Doctor, I'm so grateful and so happy.
There now. Remember, we're not out of it all yet. Now, Millicent, you're leaving for a new life, new thoughts, new ideals. Fight hard. Follow my instructions, and let me hear from you if you need help. I think you'd better hurry. You don't want to miss your train, do you?
Well, goodbye, Doctor. And thank you for everything you've done.
Goodbye, Millicent.
Oh, I'm so glad she's going to be home with us again.
Gosh, doesn't she look pretty, Ma?
Oh,
Bet she's glad to be home.
Darling, oh, my sis. Oh, my
I see